All right, let's see, and we'll continue. Whole body movement. Feel the connection with the ground. So pay attention to this force, because this force, ground force, is always available for you, right? All what is needed for this is your gravity. The gravity, right? Which is, then the ground pushes you back. It's natural, it's always present. It's just a matter of how we connect with this, be aware of this, and then allow the body to use it in the right way, in the right alignment. And if you pay attention now as we go through this movement, it doesn't matter. When we go up, you're still pressing on the ground, right? So the force is present. Or if you go down, the same force is there. Yeah, this force and the amount of force is not dependent on you going up or down. Right? It's just all the time there, under your feet, pressing on you. The ground is pressing onto the body. Simple physics, school physics, right? And that would mean that when hands are rising, and hands should rise really from this force, from the ground force. It's more natural kind of and easy to understand when we raise the hand when we go up. And then the hands are relaxing when we go down. But potentially we could reverse it vice versa. Let's go up for example, for a moment, and now start going down and use the ground force to bring the hands up. And then as the hands relax down, you can come up. Just try. And then when it goes, it's a bit confusing also me. Yeah. So when we go here, don't go up. Yeah. Actually come up first. And let's start together. Then go down. And then as you start relaxing, come up. Yeah, and I want you to notice that when you go down, the force is still there to bring your hands up. So don't disconnect this force, make it continuous. Allow it to go through your body. Yeah, okay. We tried it, it's nice. Let's change the direction. First in the normal way. Coming up and then going down. And again, you can notice that it doesn't matter, you go up or you go down, the ground force is there, pushing into your feet. And if you, when you push, the ground pushes, if you same time relaxing your body, then the hands rising from this force. Yeah, so this is an intermediate step to understand that the hands are rising from this force. But for this, you need really, as you go up, relax the muscles. So then the force can go through the shoulder blades to the fingertips and then down. So here we can do the same. As the force is always present, whether we go up or down, we can come up and go down. And this going out, down actually can even facilitate the hands to rise even more. Yeah, because you're physically now going down as well. And then as the hands go down, come up, change. It's just for you to see that it doesn't matter you go up or down, the force coming from the ground is there. And if your body is properly aligned, you can use it to bring your hands, for example, up. Yeah, or you can stay at one place. You relax the muscle down and you relax the muscles again. So internally, there is a sinking into the feet. Again, internally, there is a sinking. But to external observer, it seems like the body is in one height. But there is a relaxation of the muscles sinking. The intention goes down. So I invite you to play with it a bit, or just do it in a natural way, like we always do. It feels, I mostly like this, yeah? So it feels nice when you go up and you bring the hands out. But just remember that when you go up, there is simultaneous sinking down. Only then the force can go from your feet to the crown of the head and to the fingertips, and can allow your hands to come up in the right way, not as an isolated movement. So isolated movement would be something like this. Yeah, I bring the hands up, I move my hands. But no, we need to connect it to the whole body. All right, let's collect. Again, collecting. Yeah, can we make it connected? Yeah, let's do it again. So you go down, you relax, and then as you come up, you relax your muscles. So there is simultaneous sinking. Yeah, and potentially you can do similar. You can here come up, and then here go down. Here come up, and here go down. So initially, let's convert again to like a natural way of doing. So who knows what is natural? Probably all of them. Yeah. Initially, when we do this, is to synchronize the body with the hands. Yeah. To allow you to feel naturally as you push from the feet, you come up and hands come up. Yeah. So, but as you progress through your practice and as you start feeling that the ground force is always there for you, available, yeah, and the sinking allows you this connection, sinking and proper alignment of the body, then it doesn't really matter. You can go down and hands will go up. And here you can come up and still stay connected with your hips. Or you can do it in a usual way and still stay connected, still stay relaxed, still feel that the force is coming from the ground, through the feet, through the sacrum, through the tailbone, and then goes up the spine to the crown of the head and to the fingertips. And for this to happen, as you go here, you need to relax. And to start correctly at all, yeah, remember we always spoke here, we need to relax to allow the energy to go from the dantian to the perineum. And then yeah, so initially it's easier to do this relaxation together with physical going down, but you can take it next step. But actually, if you are up, you can do it here. Or even stay at one height and do this internal thinking. It's just a matter of noticing that the ground force is always available, right? It's not only when you push and squat and then push, you feel the ground force. Even if you're up, you're feeling the ground force, right? And this can be used. This is what allows us the force, right? Because without ground, how would you even move your hand, yeah? Or create a fist, kick, punch. Yeah, without ground, without the gravity, you would push and will be pushed immediately, like physics, momentum conservation, or I don't know how to say it in English, right? It would move exactly, there will be no friction on the floor. So it all comes from these basics of, and actually it's physics basics, right? Which we can utilize. So here as well, stay sunk, feel the connection to the ground. So when the hands rise, you're actually sinking, and this then can expand. The hands can expand because you are seated and you are sinking. Chest obviously empty, and even more than empty, yeah? To allow this connection from upper quad to lower quad. Then your hands are supported at all times by the structure of the body, by the spine, and essentially by the ground force. And even here, feel the force coming from the ground. Yeah? How it affects your body, how it affects your posture. Can you relax into this force? Relax the muscles. If you think about it, it's kind of you are always being pushed by the ground. We got so used to it that we even don't notice. And the presence of force means very simple. If you go back to school physics, that this force can do work, right? So can you utilize this force rather than use your inner energy, use this force for every movement? Can you allow this force to do the work? Through the body, through the tendons and joints, through the fascia. And all this essentially means relaxation. Relaxation is an initial requirement for thinking to be available. And being aware. Let's bring now head forward and we do one full circle. And we change direction. Yeah, can you feel the ground doing the work? If you just feel your touch of the feet with the ground, see how this ground can actually move your body. maybe what you need to add to the relaxation is the intention. And then it just moves. The force is available. And it moves. Relax a bit. We'll continue now with the legs. So we will shift the weight to one side. And even here, see connection with the ground. Both feet touching the ground. Feel it, be aware. When you're aware of this connection, of this contact, also your intention goes lower. So it brings what we call chi down. Your muscles will relax down. The whole flow will follow this simple presence of attention at your feet. And just not to be confused, it's not that we are trying to bring the chi down. Forget about that. Forget about controlling the chi. Yeah, just bring your attention to your feet, to your body. And sense, feel. And for you, Agi, as you are seated, same can be said. Obviously, your feet are on the ground, so you can feel it as well. But what mostly you take your force from is from the pelvis, right? From your connection to the chair and to the chair legs, yeah, connects to the ground. So though you don't have your nervous system in the chair's legs, you can still feel it. Yeah, you can feel it through your tailbone, through the sacrum, through the spine. And how it affects your movement. So again, you're actually allowing this force to do the work for you. Let's change direction. Yeah, and to allow it, you need to be relaxed. Also, when you're relaxed, your breathing continues. Yeah, you can let go into parasympathetic mode. And then we say it's just being done, right? What is present? Awareness, intention, and the force. And this force is doing magically the work for you. It's not exactly magical, the intention is there, but you don't need to do the work yourself. The mind, when I say yourself, I mean the mind doesn't need to do the work. It can let go. It can disappear into the heart. So this presence of this force is one of the secrets how we can maintain static postures for a long time. Yeah, because you create conditions where you are not more holding it by your muscles, right? Your structure is there to allow the force to hold. And you relax, muscles relax. And you breathe, and you can, internally, you adjust slightly, obviously you adjust. It's not static like a stone, because everything is changing, even your breath, which goes in and out, changing it a bit. So you adjust slightly, you feel, and you adjust. So alignment is as close to be best as possible, yeah? And again, don't do the alignment, just small adjustments to allow the hands to be held through the structure, from the feet, through the sacrum, through the tailbone, sacrum, through your pelvis, hips, and then through the spine, and then through the hands, to the hands and to the crown of the head. So the same as your hands are held, your crown of the head is held. Yeah, so allow, don't bring your head too much forward and don't take backwards. Find the head as continuation of the spine. Yeah, so it's held by the ground force. In fact, you only can find the suspension from above when you learn to find the ground force. So then you sink and then it can hold. And then your head is suspended from above. And the spine is elongated naturally because the force is pushing it, and it can elongate because your muscles are not on the way, not in the way. And you should be able to breathe big and naturally. So this will provide you some feedback regarding the muscles here. So abdomen relaxed, solar plexus and diaphragm down, and actually chest is hollow inside. At the same, you know, guys, we learned single whip recently, right? This single whip posture is a very famous posture for its, it can be held as a static position. Yeah? So for example, like we stand now, what is called zhuang zhuang, or holding the tree, yeah, hugging the tree. You can also stand in this position. Yeah, so unless you're properly connected, this hand will become very tired very fast, unless it sits on the structure of the body and your shoulders are relaxed. Yeah, so you try to maintain this posture for a minute or so and sit. Also, don't hold this hand up, relax. Sit in your hips. You know what? And relax your right palm. Relax your right palm. Don't hold it like this, just to emphasize the relaxation a bit. Yeah, just relax, allow it to hang while keeping the extension. Yes, extension happening naturally because you are sunk, because your hip is pushing into the lumbar area pushing into the area of the, onto the spine and shoulder blade, and it just holds there. And find the connection to the ground. Very good. All right, let's collect. Let's rest a bit. So initially, when you try this kind of thing, you will discover tensions. You will discover your body aching. So I advise don't push through this when you practice. Don't push, rest. And then again, after some time. And see, become aware, don't judge even this tension. Don't try to get rid of them. Nothing like this. Just breathe and be aware of what you experience while bringing awareness to every tension that appears. So for example, an ache appears in some place, you can breathe into it. This way you bring awareness into that place, and you will see this time the tensions will dissolve more and more, deeper and deeper. And then finally your hands can rest on the structure. And still you can continue practicing it because there will be some tension still. So you continue to dissolve this on a deeper and deeper level. So in the cloud hands, it will be again using the force, right? Ground force. So let's try first statically in one position. Yeah, place one hand in front of the chest bone. Yeah, keep your elbow slightly down, not fully down, not floppy, but allow the expansion again from the ground. And another hand in front of the dantian. Yeah. And now let's turn and shift a bit of weight to the left leg. And this hand turns. And then you sink down, you use the ground force. So the ground force actually bringing now your right arm up. And return to 50-50. The hand is brought in. Then you turn, you kind of hold the ball on this side. And then you start relaxing again. Yeah, what you can allow the hand which is rising to pass in between the thumb and the index finger of the another hand. And again, to the center. Turn to the left. And really use the ground force. What we spoke today is very beautifully connects.
It was really lovely practice today with the ground. I really enjoyed that. It makes me, I think, much more calm and down. Yes.
That's good.
Thank you.
We do have